Emmanuel, God is with us. Emmanuel, God is with us. I'm back with another gardening kind of innovative video, retraining the mind so that we can be successful in our backyard gardens. Background data. I have a 20 by 20 foot garden. That is considered extremely small by all accounts. I have boogied into turning the flower bed that goes around the concrete into a berry patch, because you guys, we all know that you want to grow berries somewhere where they are contained. So on the other side of the concrete is a good place. My berries don't have thorns, but still, you know, I got enough projects. But in any event, this video is on. So today we're going to talk about, again, for the beginning gardener, for your first time garden, what you can be successful with and feed your family nutritious food, high cost food that may become hard to get a hold of. Now, beans we all think of as cheap in the store, but during this quarantine, the beans were the first things to be cleared off the shelves. They weren't available. And then fresh produce has, it spoils. So if it's not purchased by a certain time, it spoils. And so then it's not available. You need fresh produce in order to be healthy and to fight off any diseases in your area. So the number one vegetable for your victory garden in the ground is beans. The first one I'm going to show you is a bush bean. I got these from the Dollar Tree. Before it was popular, seeds were something that I would just collect and have when I want them. So if I see a seed I don't have, I'm going to try it. So that's how I got these. I didn't buy them this year when I know people are out there trying to discover easy seeds. The seeds at the Dollar Tree and the 99-cent store are the easiest, most, the best place to start, because they only offer the brands that are tried and true, and they're 25 cents a pack. You don't get as many as us avid gardeners like, but it's more than enough for a beginning gardener. The reason why I'm showing a bush bean here, and this is a yellow bean, is because it has all the same vitamins that you get in a carrot. It's got those vitamins from being yellow. And you get food in about 2 months for the beans. The leaves of the plant are edible. Bean leaves are edible, but you can't eat them if you want beans fruit. If you eat the leaves, you don't get the fruit. So wax beans, you don't need anything to grow them. You don't need to provide poles or anything like that. You may not know. So I would highly suggest picking up some bush beans, and see how that says bush on it, from the Dollar Tree. Putting it in your garden. Every plant that you plant is going to bear fruit all at the same time. So this is not something where you're going to be able to go back and get more, or you pick them and then you go back and there's more. It's all at the same time. So with this plant, if you are planting bush beans, plant 3 or 4 plants at one time. If you have a family, consider 1 plant per person. And whatever you get off that plant, whether it's 4 beans, 10 beans, or 20 beans, that's what each of you eats. Okay? I plant mostly pole beans. Pole beans, these are available at the Dollar Tree. It's Kentucky Wonder. This is a pole bean that's really good for hot areas. I have noticed that bush beans do better in cooler times. So when it gets hot in the summer, bush beans won't grow. But pole beans, you plant them one time and you get your beans pretty much for most of the summer. Kentucky Wonder is a bean that can take some heat. So you'll get your beans pretty much all summer, and it can deal with summer rain if you have it. If you have drought, I find that these bush beans can deal with drought better than the pole type beans. They tend to like a little bit more water. Okay, so if you have a lot of water, then you might want to stick with pole beans, because you got a larger plant. It can digest more water without drowning, and you'll be more successful. Just pick one bean, guys. Don't pick them all. If this is your first garden, pick one. If you are in a cool place like England, fava beans and runner beans. I grow my runner beans from my own seed, so I don't have any package to show you, because I haven't bought a package in maybe 10 years. But I'm in Southern California. It's 70 degrees all the time, and so I can grow fava beans almost all year long. Only the coldest month of the year I can't grow. I'm sorry, I can grow runner beans almost all year long. And I grow fava beans in the winter time, and they stay with me throughout the spring. But if you're in a cold place, fava beans do good in England, and I've seen them in Scotland, places like that. These beans here might require, these are called French beans there, and these might require more heat than you have. So I would go with runner beans in that case. All right, so today she's put on another one there. So I'm gonna take this lower one here. I'm just twisting it off. Wow, this is tougher than a string bean. Yeah, baby, but I got it. This is the first fava bean harvest of the year. As I can. These are my fava bean. These are the pods after you eat the seeds out. I'm just getting it good and wet there. And you put the wet one in your cornmeal batter. Cover that bad boy. So I turn one over, and it's got a nice crispiness on it. So you'll flip another one. Yeah, buddy. Another one. Oh yeah. And there it is with a bit of yogurt to dip in. Tastes like fried green beans. If you use flour instead of cornmeal, it'll taste like tempura. So there you go. I'm gonna pick my third food from my plant here. This is my fava bean plant, and I'm picking the tops off of the plant. I'm going to leave some tops, but I'm taking a couple of the tops here. Going through, getting a few more. I'm the only person in my house that will eat this right now. Of course, if there's a famine, I'm sure things will change. I'm sure other people will be eating this food alongside of me. So here's my fava bean, and I just picked the leaves off of the base, because I'm making a salad. If I were sauteing them, I wouldn't worry as much about it. So if you grow the fava, I get a harvest of beans. I got a couple beans today. Those are my early favas, and the harvest of all of them. They're in flower right now. It should be pretty soon. You can't pick all your leaves off, because if you pick all your leaves off, you won't get your beans. So you have to just take a little bit. Of course, after you get your bean harvest, any leaves that are on the plant, that's dinner to make a salad today. So we are making our third dish with our fava beans. Those are the leaves. This is easy food. So I got my fire up high enough. This is learning to eat like a peasant. Most Americans have been eating like wealthy people for a while now, and it comes with inherent sickness and disease. They leave lots of food behind, and maybe they put it on the compost pile, or maybe all the nutrition that comes from our gardens are somewhere in the trash bins of America. Now that we've got our vegetables cooked down a bit, we're going to add a little flour to them and make a vegetable gravy. So here it is, fava beans and onions. My fava beans and onions with some quinoa. Okay. Okay, so there's my fava bean and onion gravy over quinoa, along with my garden salad that does have fava beans in it. So, bon appetit. And to say it has fava bean leaves in it. These are both dishes made with the leaf of the fava bean plant. Jesus loves you, and I love you with all the Jesus in me. Be blessed, beautiful.